They'll be calling you a radical. We got a lot of breaking news. Oregon, 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 or no rest for the weary. If you can't tell, I've been an incredible stressed out wreck lately because this is so hard, so hardcore, so heartbreaking that I was right every word I said. I mean, fearful? Oh, fuck. I'm afraid for everyone and everything now. So, Oregon, 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 Oregon. It looks like I'm headed to Oregon. So it looks like I'm going to go to Eugene. I need to get a plane flight. Now I've got to time this. I either got to do it right now, this week. I'm going to stay in Newport with this incredible activist up there, and I'm going to talk about the salmon collapse. I talked to my whistleblower inside NOAA today. Finally, they've gotten back to me after months. They're in total panic freaking mode. They're like, oh my God, Kevin, I can't believe you were right on this thing. The year-over-year collapse, it's on. The Bonneville's in such hardcore collapse year-over-year that they've completely, get this, on the 7-day count, they quit freaking posting the number after the 14th. The 14th was, I think, 8,000. Should be 40,000. I mean, this thing's a catastrophe year-over-year. It's just the Great Pacific Genocide. So I talked to her in Newport. She said that there was 5 humpback whales camped out up inside the Columbia. Oh, yeah. I mean, hello. The brown pelicans didn't even bother breeding. The hatch rate 0. You know, the sardines are gone, completely gone. The salmon collapse is epic. It's on. It's not like this. It's a collapse. And I know people say, oh, you bounce all. I mean, come on. I taught it at such a high level. I taught it. It's my style. I mean, I'm not here to feed the masses, because what if I feed the masses? Here's what they're going to say. The radical freaking dogma eating burgers on the right are going to say, oh, it's all God willed written in the Bible, which is a total lie. It's never written in the Bible. They just make it up. They're freaking stories. Then the hypocrites on the left, freaking Al Gore told me freaking it's clean. They're willing to die. You bring up the, hey, you know, there's a cancer outbreak right here, South Ogden, Utah, right here, South Ogden, Utah. Shadow Valley. I talked to this woman, my granddaughter's soccer coach, her daughter's got non-Hodgkin's. Oh, we got a major outbreak. Well, I was working right there. I've been screaming it the whole time. Hello, the plume came over from Fukushima. You know, she's like, yeah, I know. I mean, 2,000 and something days. I said, what did I say for day 1, day 2? I said, well, Chris Hedges, Naomi Klein, all these people will wait 5 years and write a book after the frog. Look, this is literature. I've been able to do, I mean, I could have done this with a book. I could have done this ever. It was too urgent, whatever. I've been posting, publishing in real time. And by the way, all you people that steal from me, I mean, you cannot plagiarize me like you've done. You know, Robot Man, yeah, the Orange and Black, they plagiarized me. This is published. The Supreme Court has ruled on this, that YouTube video is literature. It's been ruled. You have plagiarized me to the 10th power. So many people have plagiarized it. And you know, I let people mix my videos, whatever, go. I don't care about that. But when you're out profiteering on my freaking work without even caveat, I mean, it's disgusting. You know, I've been able to pour this out in critical condition, fighting for my life in real time. So here it is. I mean, it's on. The salmon collapse, I mean, the Snowden movie, I mean, has got me so upset. It's got me so rattled that Snowden, that fucking, I mean, this whole Edward Snowden dog and fucking pony show, man. I mean, it just exposes how evil our fucking government is. I mean, how fucking evil is this place? Here's the greatest event in human history. The fucking catastrophe at Fukushima. Just blowing, and somehow people just fucking, what? Salmon go to sea for 5 years. I've been saying the whole time, it's going to collapse in 26. Everybody's fucking crazy. So it's been verified. It's over now. Major fucking collapse. I mean, 1.3 million in the Bonneville last year. Fuck, they're under 600,000. I mean, it's fucking over. Collapse. Gee, I mean, that's 60% year-over-year collapse by number. It's unheard of. Humpbacks up inside there. You remember the famous Rolling Stone fucking thing. I mean, I've done this hard work in incredible fucking detail. Everything right there. Fuck, I mean, it's amazing. American Ground Zero, Oregon. Now, I'm going to try to set up a fucking appointment with WYDEN or one of WYDEN's people, because I'm going after, you know, I'm just going to ask him straight up. I want this in the domain because apparently nobody in Oregon can do this because they're hypnotized. I don't know what they're hypnotized. Johnny got his gun. Everybody's like, oh, Kevin, you know, somebody from Anonymous, or not, excuse me, not Anonymous, because Kevin, are you anonymous? No, I'm the opposite of anonymous. I'm Kevin Blanch, and if I was, I sure the fuck wouldn't tell you now, would I? Somebody from the Million Mass March who's posting, you know, Kevin, your manifest or whatever, you know, it's all Johnny got his gun, Johnny got it. What the fuck is gun going to do on the environment? We got the fucking oil spill collapse going on. Do you know Alabama and Georgia have issued a state of emergency down there again? Do you realize what catastrophe the fucking Gulf's in? Do you understand? You know, the white phosphorus, excuse me, there's a Freudian, see? The fucking fertilizer fucking collapsing. I mean, this is a typical, I mean, Turkey fucking point leaking. This is a cultural fucking dynamic that's gone amok. No one cares. Our oceans and our air and our water is on hardcore bombardment because no one cares. No one cares. Look at this little guy come visit me. And these are not domestic. Okay? Speaking of Oregon, he's coming up. They're not domestic. They're changing their fucking flight patterns. They're changing their habitat. Fucking ducks, birds, fucking bees, insects. They're under fucking heavy fucking bombardment attack. Fukushima has annihilated us. You know, of course, other thing, oh, it's not just all Fukushima. I mean, someone would call me from Vegas the other day and says, Kevin, it's not just fucking Fukushima, you know, the Nevada test. Hello, do you even watch my videos? I mean, do people even think they just draw out what they want to draw out? Do you realize the work that I've done and freaking scream and said that we could have accomplished? We could have. But no, people in print media, in television media, everybody's blocked us. You know, everybody's gone out. I mean, the NSA, the CIA, no, these are people. These are people. You know, yet they're willing to play ball. They're willing to go fish for, you know, they're fishing when there's no fish. I mean, this greatest fucking event in human history. Why they're waiting for the stock market crash, the ecology fucking crash. Why they're waiting, oh, it can't happen to me. I mean, these people call me 60-something year olds, 50-something years old, and then they'll call me just crying like little babies, children. Oh my God, I didn't think it ever happened to me, but Kevin, you were right now, I've got cancer. Hello. Everybody's gonna get their turn now. Everybody. Me? Hey, let me tell you. Me. That's who you are. Everybody's name, me. Capital M-E. Capital M-E. I mean, so grotesque. Nobody can ask Wyden. Wyden went to Fukushima, Japan. Now, I go into the Nuremberg doctrine, so does Snowden, which Snowden's a criminal. Not because he exposes stuff, because what he won't expose. Fukushima's going to lay on his back. He was in Japan. He's the guy. I mean, wow. You know, Oliver Stone knows now. You want it on your back. All these people now, they're going to try to just rip my brain out, steal my fucking work. That's what they do. Watch YouTube. Go ahead. Go the fuck ahead, fuckers. Karma's a motherfucker. You know, the Pacific Ocean. You know, I beat a fucking cancer that less wants survival. You know, I fight for her. It's because it's the energy. It's the strength. The fucking sea. You know, I understand where the fucking birth of all life. I understand who the mother of life is. The ocean. The Pacific Ocean. I get that. Hello. You stand by and watch her be gang raped. Oh, it's just, let's call the comrades in Oregon. Let's fucking shoot the fucking sea. It can't be us. You know, people used to go after me when I was up there on the anniversary, second anniversary. Did that interview with Jack Dresser. You know, played on PBS for, you know, I know, it blows my mind. You know, I have salmon fishing going after me. You know, I remember going to a coffee shop here in Utah a couple years ago. There's a guy from Oregon somewhere up there, I think. Anyway, somewhere on the coast, and me and my brother are freaking, you know, retail fisher guys. He says, and he recognized Kevin Blanch, and he went off on me. I says, you fucking nuts, you talk to me like that, I'll knock your fucking teeth out right here, right now. You know, you fucking try, I mean, who the fuck are you stupid fucker? I'm screaming and yelling, the nuclear industry's poison. Don't shoot the fucking messenger, I'm on your team, you dumb fucker. How are you gonna fish when there's no fucking fish, you fucking moron? You know, they're still out buying boats, they're still buying rigs. You know, I got Tim, he said he'll give me a ride from Eugene to wherever I gotta go, but, you know, Wyden goes over there and it says we need a worldwide effort. Wyden says it over and over and over. He's head of the committee. Huh. I used to talk to his office fucking at least once a week. They won't even talk to me anymore. They won't even answer my phone calls. They won't even answer my email. Same with, you know, Barbara Boxer's office. David Vitter, head of the committee. David Vitter, fucking office didn't even know what Fukushima was as short as 2 years ago. They claimed. Fuck, this is the greatest cover-up in human history, which I call it Fukushimagate, fucking the gates to hell. You know, American Ground Zero, Oregon. I mean, right here. Fucking everybody fucking flopping dead of cancer. All the bugs are gone. The fucking bees are gone across fucking America. It's just a fucking total ecological crap. Oh, we're testing. You know, how can you test for something you don't even know what it is? You know, this is the proof. This is unequivocal. And I want to say this to every marine biologist, every DNE, Department of Natural Resources, Oregon, fucking all over this country, whatever, special up and down the course, California, Nuremberg. The Flint, Michigan low employees are going to go to prison for the rest of their life. They're low. You think Gina McCarthy, crash redneck, head of the EPA, who's the biggest, she is going. She needs to go to prison. Barack Obama needs to go to a prison cell for the cover-up of Fukushima. All these marine biologists, all these people, look, you got paid by the public. You're public servants. You're not public. Just like this is, oh, you're heroes. No, you get it. It's like the military personnel, whatever. No, you get a paycheck. You get a paycheck. You got a job to do. You got an obligation. You marine biologists. He says, oh, I work for a university or whatever, Oregon State, whatever. No. Oh, they would tell us. When I thought you were they. You are they. Don't you understand that? Just pass the buck. Where does the fucking buck stop? We know where the buck stops. So, see if this is these guys from Oregon. So, that's, I mean, wow. The year-over-year collapse from Alaska all the way to California on the whole salmon fishery is the biggest year-over-year collapse by many, many fucking times in the history. You know, we've had this, Rachel Carson, we've had this thing great, but not year-over-year collapses like this. Not like this. So we know that scientists are baffled, they're mystified, know they're golden handcuffed pieces of fucking dog shit. I want to tell every one of these fuckers this, because this story's going to come out now. Oliver Stone knows it now. Fucking everybody. It's going. I said 5-6 years is going to come out. The cover up and the players of this. Oh, I would hate to be one of you. I would, because this really is SS. This is fucking fat. This is no fucking different. This is bigger than what happened in Nazi Germany. It is bigger. You know, it took a long time for this to unfold. The Nuremberg fucking doctrine is really a basic fundamental philosophy that goes all the way back to the beginning of fucking time in your books, whatever. You know, your so-called good book. You know, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no fucking evil. And you are evil, you scumbags who did nothing. Your inaction was your action. You have a moral obligation. You lied. You lied in print media. You lied at NOAA. You lied. You got paid. Fucking private institutions? No. We've even proven that at Cal Berkeley, these fucking rats get 80% of their funding from fucking the taxpayer. You have an obligation. The whole country, the media, whatever, you have an obligation. I want you to look up at Nuremberg when they took the school. We're just doing what we're told. We're just doing. Is that what Gina McCarthy told you? Is that what Barack Obama, when he was flown out with Westinghouse and General Electric, why he sent fucking Hillary in? You know, wow. I gotta consult Kissinger, she says. Really? What? Kissinger's not elected. What? He's the elder. What is this? A monarchy? You know, let's call it old world or new world order when it's old as fucking Babylon and evil as hell. Right here, fucking Edward Abbey. Right here on this fucking campus, Weber State University. These fucking fainting goats haven't got a fucking clue where I am or fucking reason. No one does. It's just fucking academia bubble sucked up. The greatest catastrophe in human history right now, the Great Pacific Genocide, is fucking hammering this fucking country. Killing the trees, killing the fucking birds, killing fucking salmon, fucking collapse from hell. The Pacific Ocean is fucking tailspin from hell. Fucking polluting all over because it's apathy. Everybody fucking football, fucking beer, and above all fucking gambling. It was easy fucking to get control. Well, it's out of control. You know, it's as natural as unleashing fucking cattle fucking onto the Oregon landscape and then occupying a fucking bird refuge to fucking protest unleashing cattle onto the western fucking landscape or on Balco. Fuck it. They're insane. It's as fucking unnatural as a fucking middle-aged female with a fucking beer belly, fucking whatever. It's insane. Oregon hypocrites to the fucking left. We got radical fucking Johnny got his fucking gun. What are you gonna do? Shoot the isotopes out of the fucking air? Fucking all the fucking gun's gonna do is give them an excuse when the call comes in. Is there a gun involved? Yeah. They bring the SWAT team, give you an excuse for them to blow your fucking head off. You're not doing anything with it. They'll let you buy them. They're the ones selling to me. They'll let you sell the bullets or anything. You know, when they come, yeah, they're going to knock on your door. Ask fucking Snowden. Yeah, they're going to knock on your door. Hey, you Hunter right now. They're going to fucking zap you. They already fucking zapped you. Who's they? You. You went along with it. Oh, you fucking environmentalist. Big fat fucking pig fucking slob fucking hill. When I was a kid, I grew up in this fucking western landscape. The fucking fishermen, the hunter, where they were the fiercest fucking defenders of the fucking landscape there ever was. They were the best environmentalists there ever was. Now look at you fucks. You know, let's go fishing when there's no fish. You know, fucking. So, I'm going to head up to Oregon. We'll get some documentation. When they come, and this, because this country's going to know now. I mean, it's already, everybody's starting to fucking talk about it finally. They know. I'd hate to be one of you. Because you're going to say, I just doing what I was told. You got a paycheck. And people are going to say, what? You're at Oregon State, University of Oregon, you got to pay, and you put out this statement? You fucking work for this fucking marine biology department, you put out this statement? You say they're testing it when you just lied? There's no one fucking testing. Well, the Navy, I know for a fact the Navy has the data. They know. They know. Barack Obama's just keeping them fucking stand down. Gigs up. Gigs up. This is it. Had Ricketts on Balco, Kevin Blanch fucking proved it as he walked the fucking Pacific Ocean, and he told you 2016 will be the year of fucking reckoning because salmon go to sea for 5 years. You're not going to be able to blame it on the fucking blob. You're not going to blame it on Africa because they go to sea for 5 years, and it wasn't this. It wasn't this. Hottest fucking summer in history here. Lowest rainfall in history right here, of course. It wasn't this. It wasn't this. It was, it's called acute, like the cancer in my body was. So we got to time this because like the night is October 8th at Sugar House Park, and that'll be my 5th thing, and I'm going to give a little speech down there. It's going to be a very emotional, heartbreaking fucking time. It'll be my 5-year mark. It's going to be a very emotional, and right here in South Ogden, Utah. You know, my 20, 30 fucking friends that got cancer the exact same time as I got. Not to mention the other circle of people that don't even know a major outbreak because the plume hammered us right here. The Fukushima plume hammered over us. They're all dead. They're all fucking dead. I'm the only one left. Last leaf on the fucking tree. Stay tuned.